Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back to episode 7. And it has come to my attention that episode 7, the one I uploaded, was a laggy mess. A lag fest. Thank you very much, RG, for noticing. That's what you get for not double checking your videos. So, it's to the point where the video is unwatchable. So, I will just recap it and re-upload it. Hang on, let me just... Come on. Whoa! Took you a while, didn't you? There we go. I will simply recap it. Now, because I am recording in a live as I can possibly get, but the commentary is going to be different. So, that's why I will leave the original lag fest on. I will leave it up and not delete the video. If you have the stomach for such a laggy fest, be my guest. I didn't. I couldn't watch more than 5 minutes of that thing. But hey, guess that's why people are different, huh? So I'll... what will I do? I will simply retrace my steps. Easy peasy. I will do basically what I did back then. And I started off that episode with a tour of my ship, of my beautiful, beautiful, sexy ship. So let's do it. We're still on the Nexus, and we are about to leave this tin can.
The research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Basically the main hall. Mostly.
That's the biolab. We can grow plants for food and oxygen and keep any specimen safe.
Beautiful, huh? This is where Cora will hang out. Let's just grab all of this sweet, sweet, sweet research data. Let's keep going.
Pathfinder, check this toy.
What toy?
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
I'm all about what's useful.
Oh, this is. Especially if you grabbed anything from Habitat 7.
Huh?
Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down, give you options.
Oh, right.
We can craft our way through. Turn the junk we find...
Yeah.
Hey, if the best we get is...
Oh, Jesus. Well, I explained this thing on... What was it? Well, whatever. This is basically the R&D, as you can see, research and development. So what this does... Yeah, I know how to research, thank you. You have Milky Way, which is Milky Way weapons, stuff you know from Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, mostly 3. For example, the Cyclone Assault, the Charger SMG, which I think it used to be called Tempest. These two are new ones. The Sidewinder, for instance, I love that pistol. Vanquisher Sniper Rifle is still new, and you can research it. You can research version 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Jesus, this little... Arrgh, get out of my face. You can also research armor, for example, the Hyper Guardian chest. I have no idea why I have researched this. This is for close combat only. As you can see, it boosts melee damage, shields, and health. But hey, it looks cool, so I guess it's okay. And augmentations. What do these do? I will explain later. You have Milky Way research data, Helios research data, that's why I'm scanning everything, which is weapons. As you can see, these are not from the Milky Way, or they do not follow a Milky Way pattern of construction. Armor, such as the Helios Defender armor, which is pretty good, I might say so myself. Power damage, weapon damage, and damage resistance is always good. I might use that eventually, but not now. And augmentations, and this is Remnant, which we will do, I guess, on the next episode. This is episode 7, so yeah, sure. Anyway, once you're done researching, well, you need obviously, get back here. You need obviously research points to research. For example, if I want the advanced Valkyrie, I can research the Valkyrie Assault Rifle number 6, which will cost me 275 research data. I have 491. If I press this, and then I press continue, I'm not going to because I might have other useful things to do with my research data, I will get the Valkyrie 7 blueprint. Not the gun, the blueprint. Now what do you do with blueprints? You go out, get to development, And then you can see here the way the crafting mechanic works. For instance, there are several guns, armor, etc. where you pretty much get automatically. For example, you don't have to research the Avenger. Every time you level up and you reach a level where you can access that number, it becomes automatically available for crafting. For example, I want to build the Maddock Mark 7. I need these materials. I need what that is. I don't know. It doesn't tell you for... I know that's iron, EZO, and something. Whatever. And you can augment it. That's what the augmentations were. I can use this to turn this gun from a solid slug weapon to a beam emitter. Make it a beam gun. And I can add this, which will give 5% bonus to all combo radiuses, which will make things explode more beautifully. This is a pretty good gun. Now, I've augmented it. I can even name it if I want to, but I'm not going to, because I'm not going to build it, because I have better things to do with my beautiful, beautiful stuff. You can research, you can develop, weapons, obviously, such as the Paw, or the Valkyrie. That's a remnant weapon. It's all crystallized and all stuff, but it's pretty cool. You can research and develop armor. The Helios Defender, for instance. As you can see, I need more remnant... what is it? Right, remnant cores from these massive things, which you will hopefully see later. And these are upgrades for my beautiful car, which you will again see later. And these are special items which are needed for quests, etc. That's how the R&D works. It is very, very in-depth, because aside from the fact that you can craft and augment your weapons, then you got mod slots, which you can customize them even further. As you can imagine, things get pretty crazy. But anyway, on with the tour.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
I'm sure it is, darling. I'm sure it is.
Wonder how fast that engine core clocks in.
I didn't explain that in the original episode. I will hopefully get to soon. And this is the engine room. Beautiful, huh? Look at that. Look at this big ball. That's my master engineer. Now, last time I tried to talk to everybody just ignored me, so I'm not going to bother with them. She's my favorite. She's my favorite, she is. Over here, Vitra's room, or closet, with guns, because of course there are guns. Vitra herself, you will get to see this when we land, so be patient, naturally. Cora is usually...
Ryder.
Hi. This is gonna be Liam's room, and of course he sleeps on a couch. Who else? Oh, those weird glitches.
Ryder.
Hi. Now we go to the crew quarters. Voila. The med lab, where Dr. Lexi's at. And this beautiful thing, which we will use soon, is at as well.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
I bet it does. Here's my room. Look at that.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
He's over there. Look at this room. Like, what is this blackened thing? Somebody glitched out. Anyway, we got a special delivery cache, a SpaceX rocket, we got email and Sam to talk with. And the most important room in the entire ship, the kitchen. And of course you can scan everything. Look at that. Did it say what I think it said? 3 out of 15 dehydrated chicken. It's not enough chicken. Anyway. Now, time to respec. This lovely station is used to respec your stuff. My stuff. Yeah, I have about 30,000 credits. 20 is nothing. Boom. Now, what happens is, I do not want you in my face. Get out of here. Now, what happens with the combat skill tree? So, the OP build that I have already laid my eyes upon, and I love it, is used. Uses a lot of turbocharge, which is a basic staple. Duration, damage and force, and supercharge. You use also pistols, weight, and spare ammo. I don't remember which one I went with. Let's go with reload. And let's go with assisted. Once you get to level 3, it's a pretty straight line. 4 and above, you have a choice. For instance, here, you get plus 20 pistol damage. And here, you get plus 20 pistol damage. What's the difference? Well, you aim down the sights when you get the bonus when you aim down the sights with this one. Whereas here, you don't aim down the sights. It's from the hip. As you can see from the icons. Assault rifles, we're going to be using them. Pretty cool. Shatter defenses sounds pretty cool, because I am notoriously bad at aiming for weak points. Unless they're pretty huge. In which case I still miss them sometimes. We're going to be using a lot of combat fitness. So we can get some regeneration. Heavy lifting, because why not? And hold the line. Low health damage resistance of 200. We're going to need that because we'll be flying all the time. Here because, hey, weapon clip size, of course, spare ammo, and +1 to all combat power cell capabilities, which we will not have, mostly. And combat tools. Now, the proper build states, by the way, combat damage, melee, because, hey, why not? Detonators. I will explain this in a moment. Properly you go for evasion, but I want to play with the air, so let's go with 1, 2, 3. Now, what did he mean by detonators, man? Well, thank you. Now, what did he mean by detonators? Well, as you can see, some abilities have little icons upon them. For instance, Incinerate has this, which means primer. This ability is a primer ability. As you can see, it primes for combo detonations. You throw this at an enemy and the guy is ready to explode. You follow that up immediately with another ability that has this little thing on it, and it makes a massive explosion, which is always fun. These explosions have different characteristics as far as I know. I might be talking out of my ass, but I might be wrong too. But I might be right. You never know. But depending on what blows up what, it can be a biotic combo, tech combo, cryo combo, fire combo. It's usually fire combos that I'm interested in, but hey. So, what are we here for? Well, we're here for this. Recharge speed, naturally. Weaken, which gives debuff to the enemy. And, of course, Violence. Or was it Sabotage? No, Violence. It's better. It's the best thing ever. And lastly, Tactical Cloak. Makes Tactical Cloak, makes you completely silenced, which at the start I wasn't really sold on this ability when I saw the build, but now that I've played with it, oh man, is it good. Recharge speed, duration, damage and bonus naturally, more duration, I'm pretty good with speed, and Combat Cloak, which keeps you cloaked. After you fire, you get revealed immediately, unless you have Combat Cloak, which means you stay stealthed while you shoot, and when you stealth with this ability, you get bonus damage. And with the buffs that this ability gives you, with the debuffs that this ability gives the enemy, and with the buffs that this gives you, it makes for some pretty ridiculous situations that the enemy finds themselves in, and they usually die, which is awesome. Auxiliary systems, these are just not really incredible, but hey, why not? Weapon weight capacity, why not? Weapons of mass reduction, ha ha ha. Enduring tech effect duration, tech area effect duration, obviously. Omnivance and shield feedback. Yeah, this is pretty cool. We will not be in cover much. At least I thought so at the start, but hey, again, we will not be in cover much, which means we will be exposed because we will be flying, which means we will be easy targets to hit, which means we will need every advantage we can get. Offensive techs, all the stuff, anti-armor, of course, anti-synthetic is always nice. I won't be using much detonators with this build, and I think it was elemental tech, right? No, it was technical rounds. Okay, good to know. Team support, it's always good. I don't remember which one of those I got, but hey, honestly, I think it was tactical revive and defense grid or life support. I think it was life support. Let's go with life support for now. And aside from that, we had all sorts of beautiful, beautiful toys to play with. I will explain what these are in a moment. Combat, for instance, I am in love with Bio Grenade, with Omni Grenade, not Bio Grenade. As you can see, it has a little example of how this stuff works. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. I actually truly believe if I press this, everything will be reset, so nah, screw it. Shrapnel, and let's go with the MP rounds. Concussive Shot is also beautiful. Some used it at Habitat 7. It's a pretty good ability. Recharge speed is always nice. Damage enforcing, let's make it anti-armor. Honestly, the rest of that stuff is pretty useless. I'm pretty sure the Trip Mine is sick, but I never actually bothered to use it. So I'm not going to. And lastly, tech. Incinerate is pretty cool. Let's be honest, it is pretty cool. Let's make that. Let's make it anti-armor, and let's make it a double incinerate. And overload as the detonator, recharge speed, anti-shield naturally, and the maximum charge, which does bonus damage. And then finally, let's do those two, because why not? Boom. And we're ready. What? Yes, thank you. What are these profiles you keep getting, man? Well, these are the profiles available to you in this game. If you've played the previous Mass Effect games, you will know that you had several classes: Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Sentinel, Vanguard, and Infiltrator. Explorer didn't exist, but hey, now it does. You're limited to one of those. It's basically picking, like picking, hey, I'm playing Dragon Age Origins, I want to play a mage. You don't really can change from a mage to a warrior in the middle of the game. In here you can, sort of. So you have profiles which upgrade by spending points to their appropriate skill tree. Words didn't come out of my mouth there. And they give bonuses. For instance, this one, which we will be using for the most part: weapon clip size, weapon accuracy, weapon damage, all the good stuff. Rank 4, rank 5, technical savant, and lethal infiltrator, which is, I think this is the best one you can get. I could be wrong. Whatever. So, how do you use those, man? Well, you have favorites. For instance, I want to press F1 to access this profile. Soldier with turbocharge, invasion, tactical cloak. Pretty cool. If I want to say use this configuration, I can add it to F2. Now if I press F1, I switch to this. If I press F2, I switch to this. If I press F3, for instance, I can have overload and incinerate with the profile of infiltrator, and add that to F3. Now I can do these at any point during combat. I can change. That resets the cooldowns, of course, unless you have a consumable such as the grenades, but the flexibility is insane, theoretically. In reality, that's not the case, unfortunately. In reality, what happens is that you see me changing. For instance, this is F1, this is F3. See, the little symbol. Pretty cool, huh? In reality, you just pick a build and you go with it, and you rarely change because they're almost all of the time incredibly strong. And why would you change? Well, I'll tell you why you should change, because you want to keep things interesting. Not in this difficulty though, so let's leave this tin can, shall we?
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Kalojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit,
Sad
I'm
face.
itching to see how she performs out here.
So, how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Well, that's a good
We
point.
signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
This is the best thing ever. Look at that. It still cracks me up. It's insane.
No time for speeches. Let's see what we can find.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
You wanted a speech? Ha! Eat that.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1? 2 failed outposts put an end to that idea. Maybe we can turn things around. Calo, take us in.
Beautiful little galaxy map, eh? Although technically this isn't a galaxy, but technicalities.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection? What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
She's tracking that because I launched a probe.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible? We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ked.
Before we do that though, I forgot something really important. Get my guns. Omniblade is pretty cool, but that's why I have a sword. Pistols are pretty cool, but that's why I have my guns. Whoops, that's not it. This is a pretty cool pistol that I made, by the way. It has tracking bullets. That's why it's called a smart pistol. Hurricane. Eagle. And of course, my Valkyrie. And when it comes to weapons and armor, I used to have the Pathfinder Vigilant armor, which has some pretty good stuff to do. Pretty cool abilities. Consumables we don't use. And you can take the boot. And we'll have Vitra as my loadout. My loadout are my squad mates, which are almost always completely useless. Now before we leave, we also have to change the tint, don't we?
Since orientation, have we?
No, you
It's all
haven't.
been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon.
I'm so happy that I got them to shut up. Let's change up my colors. Jacket. Oh, by the way, this is how she originally was supposed to look like. Uninspiring, huh? This is a short sleeves, because why not? A hoodie, because you're an athletic bastard. But hey, if you want an athletic, look at that. Look at this. It is disgusting. Anyway, this is what we're here for. Custom tints. Let's customize the colors, shall we? Now we're gonna go for white. Of course. Of course it's gonna be white. And here it's gonna be blue. Come on. You wanna? There we go. And let's go with the light blue. Perfect. And let's give it a pattern. This is good enough. There we go. We made the colors. Now let's go kill some stuff. Climb. Climb. Let's land. Yes. I know my loadout. I just built it. Let's go.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready. Callow? Alright.
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months. What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us.
Where'd you come from?
They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
This is exactly why we came. New galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Did he glitch out again? Yeah, he did.
Take us down.
What are you doing
You
back
have
there?
no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
You creepy bastard.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
You got this, right? Hell. There. Set us down at this nav point.
And we're here. Where's Vitra?
What are we even supposed to do here?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus no Pathfinder. Looks like salvage. New. Days ago new.
Who else is here?
They must have known these wouldn't last
This
in these
analysis
conditions.
provides us with important
How would
research
they
data,
know?
Pathfinder.
Oh
They didn't
no!
use
Continue to
Pathfinder.
scan and collect this data.
do
We
now.
can utilize
We'll
it
make
to
EOS a
develop
home.
new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Oh no, they're talking at the same
Door's
time.
getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Ha ha. I think this is a water purifier, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. Power turbines. Let's find a code, shall we? Got it.
Got a code lock key.
Handy. It'll get
Sure, will we?
us in.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Sad, sad thing. Very sad. Well, let's go. Go, go, go. Faster.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too.
You can pause if you want to read
The
it.
logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
More research data. Give me more. Loot. More loot. More loot. Oh, wait.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? EOS might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
You are quite right, sir.
Partial lock, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
Let's check out. Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in EOS's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Unless you want to have
Site 1
babies.
contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we go outside Site 1,
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
and we'll know where to look for that signal.
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here. You thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy. Making an honest living by... Wait, Ryder? As in Pathfinder? The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Let's do some shooting, boys.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he used his clearance to sneak off the station. Make some credits on the side.
Don't sound so impressed.
Check this out. Hi.
Really, Ryder?
It's always funny.
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Let's get some shooting done.
We've got company.
Good. In case you haven't seen it, this is my sexy, sexy plasma rifle.
Our base station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Why would he be kidding about the cat?
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Go on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Naturally. I've seen what you sell. It's useless.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now. Right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right that's worth investigating.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Dude!
Now the power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
I'm happy for you. Well, we know where we're going. Whee!
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets. Just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot. Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Nice. Well, I've already in the original video, this is where I explained the R&D part, but I've already done that. Thankfully. What is that?
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Happy. Let's go. Really, really happy.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
That's the forward station, boys.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
I told you. This is basically a fast travel point, resupply point, everything point, really. Well, it's pretty nice. Check out my new car. You hear that, Thomas? I'd rather have this than your Fiesta. It has jump jets and 2 turbo boosters in the back. All of these are upgrades from my previous playthrough, by the way.
Smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
And this is where the original episode ended, so this is where I will start. So this is where I will stop. Again, apologies for screwing it up the first time, but hey, it was literally the 7th video I've ever made. I think you can excuse a mistake or two. Still, I promise it won't happen again. At least I will try for it not to happen again. See you soon.